Greetings, Bradley graduates, and greetings to your families and friends. Today, I speak on behalf of the entire Bradley family, and especially Bradley's Board of Trustees and its amazing faculty and staff, as we celebrate all of you, the class of 2020, and recognize and salute all of your accomplishments and achievements. I'm sure this is not how any of you envisioned the culmination of your college career. And in that respect, you and I share something in common. As I'm sure you know, in 2 weeks, I am retiring as Bradley's president. Exactly 50 years, almost to the day, from when I graduated from Bradley over in Old Robertson Memorial Fieldhouse. This is certainly not how I expected or wanted to say goodbye to you, to our wonderful faculty and staff, and to the school and campus that I have loved for all of my adult life. But life sometimes throws all of us curveballs, or in this case, perhaps more appropriately, a knuckleball, to use a metaphor from a game that is also enduring an unprecedented disruption. But when these things happen, one simply has to accept, adapt, and endure. There's an old adage that the measure of a person's character is not how they behave or deal with life when things are going great. Rather, the measure of one's character is determined by how they respond when things are going badly. And in that respect, you all have come through with flying colors. You have responded in exemplary fashion to the great test that we are all being put to these days. You have adapted, you have endured, and you have proven to yourselves and to the world that you are survivors and winners, no matter the circumstances. I know things are uncertain and probably even chaotic for you right now, but I want you to know that you will come through this stronger and better for it. This may be difficult to believe right now, but I can assure you that it is true, based on my own personal experience. You see, I went through a similar situation back in 2005 when I was at Tulane University, and Hurricane Katrina came through and literally shut down not only our university for a semester, but our entire city as well. Our lives were all turned completely upside down. What we knew as normal was gone, and for several months it was almost as though civilization had come to an end. We had no idea how we were going to get through it, but deep down we knew we would, and we did. And I know that we will all get through this today as well. As I told the students at Tulane when they finally returned to our devastated city and campus, they would never again have to endure a boring cocktail party or sit through a stressful interview with nothing interesting to talk about. But seriously, as I have stayed in touch with many of my students from that time, they universally say today that the experience they went through then provided them with skills, self-confidence, and a toughness that has served them extremely well as they have advanced in their lives and careers. And so it will be with you now. You all will emerge at the end of this stronger and better prepared to tackle life's myriad and constant challenges. To this day, you continue to overcome adversity day in and day out as new hurdles and frustrations are thrown in your path. Back in March, you were able to turn on a dime to a new online learning environment. And even though it's not what you expected or bargained for, you embraced the change. Most of you were forced to leave your campus homes, your routines, and your friends with minimal notice, and yet you have persevered. You adapted and navigated through enormous obstacles. You stayed focused and you didn't give up. It is dealing with these types of interruptions to life that makes you tougher and more resilient. I don't know how much you all know about Bradley's founding or the life of its founder, Lydia Moss Bradley. Mrs. Bradley endured unimaginable pain and heartbreak so many times during her remarkable life, losing her husband at a young age and seeing all 6 of her children die during their childhoods. But rather than mope about and feel sorry for herself, Mrs. Bradley dedicated herself to making life better for her community and for others. Not only did she start this great university, but she became an extremely successful businesswoman who also founded or saved many organizations in Peoria that bolstered the community and helped those less fortunate who were living here. So Bradley University itself was born from terrible grief and loss endured by Lydia Moss Bradley. I know that today she would be so very proud of you and how you have persevered this semester. I want to emphasize and reassure you today that the education you have received at Bradley is second to none, and the credibility, respect, and prestige that comes with it empowers you to succeed at whatever you choose to do. Couple that with the life lessons you have learned through this pandemic, and there is no doubt in my mind you are destined to become leaders in whatever endeavors you choose to pursue and wherever your life journey takes you. So be proud of yourselves, be proud of your accomplishments, and be proud of your alma mater, which will survive and thrive through all of this and in the years ahead. Your Bradley degree will become even more valuable and respected over time, just as mine has over the last half-century. So while the party looks different this year as you sit in your homes watching this on your screens, know that you are not alone, graduates. Your entire Bradley family celebrates with you today. The faculty, staff, your fellow students, and nearly 70,000 Bradley alumni worldwide stand with you today and will do so every day as you go forward. So just to make it sound official, even though technically you do not need a ceremony to graduate, and even though we plan to have a more formal face-to-face ceremony and celebration later this year here in Peoria, I think we should now officially recognize and acknowledge your achievement. So, will the candidates from the graduate school and the 5 undergraduate colleges please rise, or not, as you choose. These candidates, majoring in programs of the Foster College of Business, the Henry Pindell Slane College of Communications and Fine Arts, the College of Education and Health Sciences, the Caterpillar College of Engineering and Technology, and the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences, as well as the Graduate School, have completed the prescribed work. Therefore, in accordance with the requirements established by the faculty and by the authority of the Board of Trustees of Bradley University, I hereby recognize and acknowledge that each of you is hereby conferred the degree for which you have been recommended by your faculty, with all of the earned rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto. Congratulations to you all. To the class of 2020, we salute you. Many of you were in the first class of freshmen that I greeted back in fall of 2016. I remember challenging you then to make the most of your years on the hilltop. All I can say today is that you have certainly done that. I could not be prouder than I am of this class of graduates. I and all of the faculty and staff colleagues are grateful for our time together, and we are inspired by each of you. Take the confidence and pride you have in yourselves and in your alma mater, continue to tackle the challenges of the world, and lead successful, productive, and happy lives. While your last semester obviously has been more than a bit different from what we all expected, I hope you hold tight to the memories you have created here and that you stay connected to the Bradley family. Be proud of what you have accomplished. I promise you, you are well prepared for a lifetime of success. So goodbye and best of luck.